Good, good, good. Okay. And we're back. Started us off right here. Weird. Okay, it didn't have me with the finished belts. That's intriguing. So I guess I need to remake those. Oh well. Welcome back, everyone. I would have thought that it would have auto-saved whenever I was exiting. But, c'est la vie. What happens, happens sometimes. We are back at Satisfactory. We're just gonna have another chill, relaxing day. Today's gonna be a lot more exploratory based. There's gonna be a lot more stuff happening than sticking around the base. We're gonna be gathering a lot of biofuel probably today, while I let some resources build up. There's a Bubba. There's a good boy. Oh, he got me more bombs. Thank you, Bubba. But okay, we are gonna be going on an item hunt today, so I'm gonna need my inventory out, probably. But from the looks of it, I don't have too much in terms of some useless stuff in there. So, going around. Be on the hunt for Mercer Spears and stuff. I want to get more Mercer Spheres. Two. Maybe up here? I want to also... Oh, hey, more limestone. It's in here. Nothing that I want to mine right now. I want to find a summer sleep, too. I have to go back to my base because I just realized I might not have even set up the assembler fully yet because I don't think I got it plugged in. Bauxite, again, not something I can use yet. Whoa, we got a spitter. We got a spitter. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just here somewhere around here. Okay, that spitter is coming at me hard. Oh, right here. Okay.
Your waves lap at our shores. The effigy has no song, only echoes, but is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
I have a sustenance budget? Anyway, that's weird. Deuterium. I can't use Deuterium yet. I want to get a few... Actually, I really want to go super hyper explore mode until I get like a jetpack or something and can really explore. Precious Sphere is probably up here. Let's see if I can get up here. Yep. It's a spitter again. Ah, damn it. Never mind, I'm fine. That could have been a lot worse. Not collecting anything right now. I can hold off on having the chainsaw. Quicker. Guess it's quick to go this way. Ooh, neck pop. Looks like the spitter followed me down. Good. Never mind. Oh, two.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
There's a hatchery. I want to make sure I have a hatchery. Oh no, Mauritius is right here. I hope a summer sleep would be around here too, but I'm not getting lucky and just finding one, I should say. I'm not dealing with another spitter. I'm not. So I found a yellow slug, which is the highest tier slug. I need to find a purple slug. And then I can complete those researches. Oh. There's one. How does one get up here? Can I get up here naturally? Maybe with a little hippity hops? Oh, come on. I'm almost... There we go. For the hydrate shadowy, just give me a moment. Ah, dang it. Ram up. There's a hole. Ah, dang it. I might have just... Oh, what? Where are you? Oh, there it is. He's blown. And we'll have to get that fixed. Okay. So now I'm going to do the hydrate and the stretch. Give me just a sec. Okay, and to answer your question that you were asking, that I seen in the DMs, but I started stream already, no, I have not watched the video. crash site. That's perfect. I needed a hard drive too. I just hope I have the parts if that thing requires parts. Climb, pioneer. Climb, oh pioneer. It's more of a mountain here at this point. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything here. Ooh, steel pipes, that's good. Don't have those. Rotors, I can make those, but that is still very good to get. Concrete. Hard drive. Okay, is this where the hard drive is? Yes, it is. Oh, come on now. That's all the way down. Hard drive.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Do I even have the right to know what my contract is, actually? Find where your contract is. I get why you technically can't, it's just a video, but that'd be a neat little detail if you could find where your Fix-It contract is as a character. Pretty. Head back. We'll fix the fuses, because that is important. I want this thing to be running while I'm gone, so I kind of need it to be fixed. See if I can find another power slug before I head out, though. Oh, hey, one's right there. It was right near the crash site, actually. I guess I technically seen it earlier. I just thought it might have been a Mercer orb. Because the shape of it at a distance looked spherical. Oh, right. Actually, I have 2 Mercer orbs. That's good. I need sand. Uh-oh. This is gonna hurt a little bit. It could have hurt a lot worse than it did. It's basically right here. Got a means to get up there, actually? That's the breakdown. Oh, that was the breakdown, though. 4-meter ramp. Oh, I can absolutely do this and then disassemble. I am stuck on something. Huh. This is odd. That was not what I was expecting. Toggle build mode. Zoop. Default. Okay, so I can see mass dismantle. Is there a way to mass build? Technically, invalid placement, you say? Yeah, I just have to hold it. Okay. All good. Learning experience. Uh-oh. My legs. They failed me. Yep. Oh, that's a bowl. Oh, I have to hold and then select what the master thing. Okay. Any other power slugs? Nothing in the nearby. Okay. So no Mercer Spears, no slugs. Let's fix the grid. That's easy. We shall probably have to reassemble what I've got. Which is, it's just nothing. Might as well hide away the object that's going to make a ton of noise. Okay. Let's see where the power issue started. These ran out of fuel already? It's kind of surprising. Okay, that's full up, though. So I don't have to worry about the smart plating for a while. Okay, so it's just basic refueling. That's all I have to worry about. Okay. I think I just need to make another storage box, right? Just store everything I'm not using. For the moment, that isn't biofuel related. Except, one of these and this.
The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Scan hard drive. That's 10 minutes. Okay. So that research will take a little bit. I just want to take off the low grid power things. They don't really do much. Actually, there is more stuff in here. Like I thought there was. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I can't scroll. I can do that. What's that? This is gonna make a lot of biomass, though. It's stacking 200s. Problem, it takes 10 ticks to make a solid biofuel. Which means it's very long-winded. Okay. To make the next part. let that craft for a little bit. I'll take a little drink. Now I got something to just hold the spacebar for a moment. If I really wanted to, the thing is, I could absolutely just make crafters and stuff for this, but since I don't want to be fully reliant on this power for an extended period of time, I just want to handcraft it as needed, because once I get coal power, which is absolutely the next goal, I'm just going to transition to using that. There's not going to be a point to it. Then solid biofuel will be used for liquid biofuel stuff, which can be helpful, and last a bit longer, but by then, I'll be making better fuel options. Even if I have to go out for a little bit to try and make some better fuel options till I get oil for certain things, I can still do this fairly well. I'm not super worried. Just makes a little bit of tedium, but a little bit of tedium can be good sometimes. So let me think. So just make a container and make like 6 burners, because 6 burners give about 180 power. I need to check how much the grid is using. See if I can do that with the automated sources. If I just made a container to autofill them until they were full. Couldn't guarantee the small burners would be fine, which is the other problem. So if I need the small burners with what I've got, 100% to guarantee what I need to run, I'll have to obviously account for needing to take them, but they burn less fuel because they produce less power. And I don't want to overclock any machines to produce power just yet. I can do that when I get coal and stuff. This will take a little bit. I am itchy. But just a little tinking can be kind of relaxing. Check some things on my... crap ton of biofuel to make. This will last me a while, though. This amount of biofuel is going to last me a solid bit. Pun intended. So, after this, we'll have to wait for the project parts to really build themselves up again. There's nothing I can really do to speed that up, because I'm working with the limited resources I got, and I'm not going to expand anything to use more of my resources when I can't comparably hold up a system in the way, a full functioning system currently, without just like topping everything off. So we'll see what happens. a sec. So there's plenty of parts that I got. I'll take what I can. And I will start trying to find the different necessities outside of what I've got. Because I need to find some caves, a few other things. I think I have a map now, don't I? I just don't see the HUD while I'm in the crafter, so I can't. I've never really used the map to its full extent, because I didn't know how to. Probably do that. Try and figure out a way to make way markers and everything. Itchy eyes. I don't know. But I think, being honest, after today, I will probably relax on my own for the rest of the week. It's less likely that I'll stream due to the holiday season and everything. Even though I don't really think I have Christmas Eve plans. I think I want to take a day to relax for myself. On top of the holidays and everything. So, we'll just see what happens. I know that Friday and Saturday are going to be the days that I hang out with my buds, so I've got to do what I got to do. It's going to be those days that I'm really going to be busy. Maybe even Sunday as well, so I will be pretty full up for a while. Oh, welcome home! Going good, I was streaming. How's your day going? Oh, that sucks. Well, glad you're back home. Okay, love ya. Deliveries didn't go well for Mom, unfortunately, so not a lot of money coming in today, so she's back home. Oh well. Let's have to spend more time with us. But we're just gonna relax and chill. It's just kind of sad that I couldn't get some of my friends to hang out today. I honestly needed kind of a hangout day again, but just life happens. People are busy, people aren't feeling the best, and a few other things, so you can't help it. Just gotta go with the flow. Oh, the NAM research is done. On that hard drive. I've been doing this for a while now. But this is why in the later stage, when I'm not reliant on the solid fuel, I'll probably turn it into an automated process. Because, Jesus, this is taking a while. And I'm not gonna kid, it has taken quite a while to make the biofuel that we've got. But that is one of the things that I was aware of going into this situation the way I planned it. So I'm not worried about it. And it's a game. It's not like the world is ending because I'm unpowered for a little bit. I think it's nice to be able to say that and kind of take a step back and just realize even if things break down for a little bit, it's not the end of the world. Sometimes it really feels that way outside of stuff like this, so it's kind of good to acknowledge it. I don't know what I would have done today, though, if the guys wanted to hang out. It's kind of tricky. If they were free, I honestly said I wanted to play Satisfactory because I want to just mess around with my friends and workouts and stuff and just have fun with projects because that's kind of where my headspace is at right now. It's not a bad place. It's just where I'm thinking and kind of mentally at is wanting to do problem solving, a lot of heavy thinking and stuff like that. So I kind of think that doing something like that rather than like a team shooter or something would probably be more up my alley at the moment. Kind of one of those weird things to think about, huh? I am a fan of team shooters. However, I can get very annoyed at them at the same time, depending on the circumstance. So I don't tend to play many of them. Okay, we'll check what the MAM has. I'd really like for the first thing that I unlock to conveniently be like being able to search the crash sites with the object finder. That would be great because when I have the ability to be more mobile and go around and do more stuff more freely and easily due to technology unlocks and everything like that, that will be great for me to be able to handle, because I'm not gonna lie, that is the things that you can get from these hard drives can be invaluable. And they are... Let's see what data says.
Hard drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
Pure iron for wire. Bolted frames. Iron wire is actually good. Unlock your first alternative recipe. Master Chef. Nice. Can I... Nope, not yet. There's gotta be something I don't want. Okay. So, you all... Okay. Oh, there's a power slug in the nearby vicinity too, actually. Okay. So all of these ran out of power. We are at max consumption of 200 something. Small biscuit, that's gonna take a while. Match up with. Whoa. Getting. So 2.6 per minute. These aren't gonna burn out before this. These only last 25 minutes. Got 25 minutes of power. Look out. Perfect. Have fun the belts. We can get all of this research done. These jump pads could actually be very useful depending on the circumstances. But fire away! In the sink.
Milestone reached.
400,
The
200,
Fix-It jump
200.
pad combines high
400,
technology
500,
and
200.
innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed. Individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
Hilarious. Okay, so we got enough cement, though. We'll be fine with that. I think it only takes 4 minutes for this one to come back. Happy to burb. Actually, where is Bubba? Where did Bubba go? Bubba! Where'd Bubba go? Bubba was by the belts earlier. Did he stay by the belts? Or did he try and follow me other places? On the node. Oh, no matter. I'll collect what I can. How are we looking? Looking real good, actually. Whoa! Where did that stuff spawn from? Loaded. Sounds like it can't go underwater. Huh. Other mission. I have plans with my family, Shadowy. That's the thing. I always have plans with my family. And oh shoot, I didn't think about it. Actually, Sunday I do have plans. I'm gonna be with my grandpa. I forgot that one. Though, granted, I was only told about it a couple days ago. Just got the message out. It's actually my fault. Resource sink. Got that. I got this.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as AWESOME. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the awesome resource sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome. Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fixit coupons at the Awesome Sink. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Not exactly ours. You're monopoly. That's how this works. Sorry. A little bit of snide commentary there, but let's get some coffee. And pretty smart. Oh, I've destroyed 1,000 foliage over the course of my playthrough. Nice. Expected that. Yep, okay, we got that for the things. Budget. On that. Not like. Actually, yeah. I haven't had a need for it yet. That doesn't mean it won't happen. Per minute. These are perfect at 15 a minute. There we go, perfect. That'll fix things. Whoa, now I gotta... Well within working parameters, it's just I no longer need this stuff, actually. Whoa, hey, I'm staying connected. There we go. Fixed it. Jokes. Anyways, we now have tables, copper sheets, that new material's going, so I can make that. Perfect. I should file. Phase 2 is the one that has the power. defensive pool. This isn't Doom! Dang it! Okay. Okay, I'm in a situation where I need to back off. And... oh, hey, more slugs. Easily get that while I'm... whoa, this is faster than... okay. When I'm running away, I sprint. I mean, I should have remembered that. I forgot. Okay. I should be safe up here, and then I can reorganize my units. I need the object destroyer, and I need zippy zap. 4 shots to get him killed, and I need more alien protein guys. Yo, stop that. There's a thing. There's one of them. Okay, I can finally start looking for those 2. That's one thing I need so clearly. But I'm gonna need Sam as well. Strange alien material. I'm Poofa. I'm trying to pick up the wood, dang it. I'm trying to climb. Climb, dang it. Hey, Billy Goat breath. Goes. Freaking do crazy things. Summer slope.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way to both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted named Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
I don't know what the build mode zoom actually means. I might have to change that. But okay, we got ramps. Grab this yellow power slug, another high-powered slug that'll give me 5 when I get it. I need to find a purple slug so that I can actually adapt these to things. Openable. Another crash site! Another bowl. Bulls. Or hogs, I guess. So call them bulls. Oh. Bye, you fools! You foolish fools! That's kinda funny. I don't have room for tailberries, do I? I do not. I don't have room for cables either. Can I even... I need copper sheets. Okay. So where I'm at right now... there. Remind myself that there's something here. So I gotta clear out my inventory to get it. Not that thing. Just need to remember. There's a spitter and a node. Whoa, that's in my movements actually. Right, and there's down there's poison mist, which requires explosives to get, and that will finagling shenanigans. I have to world eventually. It'll be interesting. Funny to look at. Okay. Basically full up on biomass material, so I'm gonna have to dump stuff off. And put the chest again. We're almost at the point where I've completed phase 1, which would hopefully mean I can unlock the power grid that I'm looking for very soon. screws. We're using up all the iron plates that I'm making in that, which was the intent. I feel like I'm gonna oversaturate this stuff with screw. At some point I'm gonna have to change iron plate probably. But actually, all things considered, these are running kind of smoothly. They get 120 a minute, which means they're only barely overfilling. If I'm remembering correctly. Or they're underfilling even. Actually, could be interesting if that's the case. Because it's effectively working. Like smart plating is almost done. We just joink. That right now. That screws really either for buildings. Okay. Oh, I can't even look at the next hub thing, so I can't even plan. Okay. So, noted. That is a good thing that I've been doing this then. Okay, let me see what else I can do with the man. Maybe that'll be able to do something. Five for structural analysis. And I can make a rebar gun. Which would be a ranged option, but I don't need that just yet. Six inventory slots would not be a bad thing right now. I need both of them. I just need another 200 cable. I can get that. I'm gonna use 200 cable. 25 runners. That's very doable. What I've been assembling. Another stack of cables, and now I wish I could make more of these reinforced plates at speed, but the thing that's really limiting me is more so trying to maintain the power, which is why I need that to be upgraded first. My power is my main limiter because being able to maintain the grid that I have already is tricky enough. I could pull back a little bit if I could, but I need because I know they come in major importance later. And another couple minutes, that should be done. Okay, so I can do these man things from alien DNA. About a minute. I should be able to take some over so I can get this started. Okay. Follow these. Done. Okay. Get to work. Extra inventory space is well appreciated.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for Fix-It.
Had those stacking up for a while to be safe. Research. I don't have enough for the reinforced plates though.
Research to develop the rebar gun is now available. When completed, you will be in possession of a tool effective against any local obstacles actively objecting to the Fix-It mission.
Actively objecting to the Fix-It mission. I mean murder. They don't want us to say that, though. It's corporate. It's corporate speak. Oh, wait. No, purple power slugs are the next step up. What am I talking about? These, actually, I can research. Yo, grab me this. I need another 100 wires. And phase 1 is complete, so I can do that, too. So, let's do the summer sloop. Get this researching, because I need that.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Good. Interesting. The zapper can turn into a gun with a mod. And don't really care too much about that. I get it's a joke mod, but I like the zapper. It's a little daisy boy. Actually, you know, that was ironically, that just reminded me of something. That reminded me how a Yu-Gi-Oh card inspired a superhero concept that I never got off the ground. But it was a interesting one. I won't go into the details of it. It was really strange. In all fairness. Okay, so it's a Megafauna, it's a Rebar gun. I would need 34. Too much. Do this though.
Research completed. Yellow power slugs are further into their life cycle than blue power slugs, and thus have more potential energy stored. They can now be processed into power shards.
Yeah. It wasn't the fact that it was a gunslinging hero, though. It was, not to be ironic, because it kind of is. It was the elemental hero cards. When they were being made, I really, really loved the elemental hero cards. And I wanted to make a superhero like, it was elemental hero Sparkman, initially. I was inspired by Sparkman to try and make a superhero, and I learned a little bit about jellyfish because of it, because I was wondering how someone would naturally become, pseudo-electric, or be able to, give a reaction that felt like electricity going through someone, and I found out how jellyfish stings worked, and I thought that was really neat. I almost made a superhero that would do the same thing, but I decided against it.
Rebar gun and iron rebar ammo unlocked. Your ingenuity towards preservation of Fix-It property has been noted. You earned a micro break. And welcome back. I hope you feel refreshed.
Okay. Okay. Let's do phase 1 of the space elevator. This is gonna look awesome. So, be prepared for, coolness. Seal up the package.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Complete Phase 1. Mediocre Pioneer. Up it goes. Now.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder: not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Okay. To answer your question, sometimes my model just... My software could potentially see movement where it's not because I'm moving my head and such. It might just be registering something and thinking that my mouse is moving as well when it's not. It happens sometimes. Cold power. Here we go! Rotors, wires, plates. These I can do. These I can snag from here. Not enough. Unfortunately. I can snag all the rotors. One of the plates that are the problem. And make more reinforced plates though. I got these. I can grab a ton of screws if I can find another. I got one over here though, so I can do this. Question what you're more specifically talking about there, Shadow, because everything that I'm using is either immediately getting put into another factory for a specific use, or it's already being put in storage the way things are. It's just my system eats up a lot of this iron that I'm using, and I'm gonna need to make the higher tier stuff to help up production a little bit more soon. But I need to get the power situation fixed, so my priority for that is getting to coal power first. I don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna be short by a little bit, but I can steal that from the machine. I don't need to be making all the smart plating yet. I need to be focused on making sure that I can sustain myself better. Even if this project's gonna be a long landline, I'm gonna be developing. Papa! You disappeared on me for a while, boy. Don't worry. Screws that I'm on. Oh, I've got more than enough. I ain't worried now. I'll just have to get the cables. Well, unfortunately, water may be a part of making the better power systems, but I can't do anything with most of those systems yet. The next step is coal power. So I'm going to have to do that, and resources don't run out in this game. You can try and overextend from what you have available, or try and pull from more resources to kind of fix that. There are ways around what kind of bottlenecks you can see in your immediate area, but you gotta be, what's the term? You gotta be efficient with what you've got, and you've gotta learn how to best utilize the stuff that you have on hand. And that's gonna be the tricky part. I've kind of got it figured out. I know there's coal somewhere over in that direction, from my memory. Just stay around here so that I don't worry about where you go. I know, like, the biggest power is nuclear, and nuclear, unfortunately, is way off my limits, and I won't be able to make that for ages, because just how this game works. Fire the coal! Got it.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner.
That's good.
Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source. To assist with locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid, and it may have thick vegetation growing nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Okay, so I should focus on trying to find a way to upgrade coal. Okay, so I just ran out of power. Fungus like growth, crystalline chemical element. I don't know why I can't do this one. I should be able to. Okay. But let's look at what we got. 20 reinforced, 50 rotors, 30 cables. I want to look at one of these and see how much coal they take. So I'm going to need a lot. Yes, and also the damaging AoE. I am aware of that as well. That's less a problem when you have certain radiation filters, but that is still a problem when you start it out and you don't have those filters, which is why I'm going to avoid nuclear until it's absolutely necessary. I will find a way to use coal to its highest extent and then oil to its highest extent, and we'll figure it out from there. Okay, so if we're looking at what I got, I don't have any better miners yet, do I? I only have one miner. Okay, I need copper sheets as well. Good thing I started autoing them, so we can have a few water extractors. I have to see how pipes work. I hope they don't require steel. If they require steel, then we are in for a pickle. Buffer. Just sheets. Okay, that'll work. That works. Okay, good. So I have more than enough. Let's see how much coal it burns in a minute. Let's take an honest look at how much this thing is going to use in a minute. He's going to speak.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
Doesn't tell me from here. It consumes 50 fluid meters of water. 45 fluid meters of water, so I only need one water thing for multiple of these initially. I would really wish it would tell me how much coal I'm going to consume when I'm trying to do this so I can plan this out a little better. Okay. I'm going to need a lot more reinforced plates. Which means I'm going to grab all the food I can. All the plates I can, and make all the reinforced plates I can so that I can have as many of these things as I can. And then we'll go from there. We just gotta work with what we got. That's how we do. Someone is finally awake. I hope that she is feeling better than she has been the past couple of days. She has not been in the best place. I don't know. I highly doubt that she's going to come hang out with us. But I made the offer. Okay. Let's do this. Disassemble these probably in a moment, but... Okay, so we got 75, 150. I need 4 of them. Can I make 4 of them, actually? Doesn't matter if I can power them. Okay, I can make 4 of them. I just need to disassemble one more thing, basically. Just get enough iron plates. Need that. Okay. Oh, it's in that? The nearest coal is in this direction. It's closer than I thought. Coal I'm thinking about is probably that coal, though. Let's see what we have available. I've heard about the sheep culture, but I'm not exactly the most intrigued by it. It feels... I don't know. Zany sounds the appropriate word to say. I don't know if that might fit it. It might be more serious than I'm giving it credit for, but it doesn't feel very... it doesn't feel up my alley, personally. No judging anyone who wants to watch it, though. It might be an interesting movie, I just don't feel like it for myself. Oh, we got bulls. Hogs, bulls, remember that. I keep calling them bulls because of chargers. Nope. I think they both flew off the edge. I think the coal is over this way, right? Oh, that's summer sloop as well? Dang. Another summer sloop. That actually could be useful. That is this. Okay, if this is a pure node, I'll use it. If it's not pure, then I can't use it. It has to be pure. Thank baby Jesus! Okay. I can work with this. Okay. Fudge, unfortunately I didn't take any auto miners with me. Okay, I need to build... equipment, that's right. Okay, I'm also gonna need to drag these all the way to a source of water. Ay caramba! This is gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky, alright. I have to power this from all the way over here. It's not gonna be pleasant. I'm definitely gonna have to use biomass for a little bit longer while I'm finishing the construction of this. Okay. This is pure 120 a minute. I need the Mark II belts. Yep, I'm gonna have to hold off on that. I'm gonna have to hold off on that plan of action, unfortunately. Fudge. Okay, I'm gonna need a crap ton. I need a crap ton of reinforced plates. So, unfortunately for me, I'm gonna have to disassemble some project assembly. I'm gonna have to reassemble my, things. I need to find water, too, that I can transport. That pure coal is so good, but it's just unfortunately not near any source of water that I can really tap. Which will be a problem, so I need to... a couple water sources as well. This is going to be a long-winded process. That means that I still need to use my burner grid for a little while longer. Okay. the miner I ran out. Wait. Technically. Luckily this ran for a little bit longer than I was going, so it means there should be some. There should have been some plate. Guess it flew faster than I thought. Okay. Realigned all those. Okay. Now it's time to refix everything. I got this. There's a crap ton of biomaterial needs to be remade again. Boy, day. The one thing about this setup, until we get coal fixed up, this is the real problem, is we are barely able to handle our output. That's why having multiple people would be better, because then we could work on more areas than just one, because I can only handle so much as a single person. Okay. Okay, there's not enough space now. I need to throw this. These. This amount of biofuel is going to last us a little bit. It'll last for 50 minutes. That's the real problem. It'll only last 50 minutes. At best. I have to have everything filled up by then. Assembled, everything put together. Gotta think outside the box here. I'll figure something out. might take a little break in a little bit. I really wanted to keep going for longer today, kind of like the rhythm that we had last night, but I think I'm feeling a bit off, if I'm honest. All time, let them know your truth. Let them see your light. Shine on, oh precious dreamer. Come and see what lies beyond. Don't hold back. Take it all for you. Maybe one day we will find a way against all odds to rise above. Don't tell me there is nothing here for me. That is so fucking wrong. Maybe one day you'll see it all. Because I'm gonna fight till the end. Never gonna be a limit. Keep on rolling on high. I'm not stopping. I'm just finding my way. No matter what it takes, I'll be just fine. Displays. Come and see the light without fear, without fear. Come and take a turn. Don't you want to skip it? I don't know. Kind of just in a weird headspace. I'm always in a weird headspace though. It's kind of not unique, to be fair. I could say I'm in a weird headspace a lot of the time. But I feel strange right now because strange sensation of feeling alone even when you're not alone. It's kind of a consistent through line for some things that I go through. It's really weird. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes wish I could make people feel better than I do sometimes. I know I do quite a lot, and I don't try and downplay anymore what I do. I've been getting better about that. But it's still hard. It's still really hard. It's hard to deny this feeling that's just ingrained in me, it seems like. This feeling of difference and separation. It's weird. I question how many other people fully feel what I feel, I guess. Not just the sense of, oh, I understand what you're going through, the feeling different and for some reason separated, but it doesn't explain it all. I can't... It feels like I can't put my words to it sometimes. And I really wish I could, for not only my sake, but everyone around me, so that I could be understood in the way that I want to be, in the best way I can, in general. Yeah? Okay, love you, have a good time. I will find a way. As tricky as it is to make it through, even when I don't feel like I can. This is something I need to promise to myself and everyone else around me. I need to uphold it. It's weird to say that. It feels really weird to say I have to do this. Or I have to do that. But being honest with myself, I need to start saying that. Because if I don't, I will become complacent in letting myself care less. Feels like. I don't like that. I don't like caring less than I do. I care a lot. This world may have a lot of mistakes and have a lot of problems, but it's the world we live in. I just... Some days I wish I could do more to make it better for others, and I can't. And I think that's a thought that a lot of people have if we get honest with ourselves. If we let ourselves think existentially and kind of introspect on ourselves more honestly, we can be honest and say we care about others almost as much as we care about ourselves. There's more times than not we care about ourselves more than others, and that's not inherently bad. But it's tricky. This world makes it tricky to try and be the person that cares. Because there is no end to the people who will take that and not care about it. And it's disheartening. It's very disheartening. I just want to bring... I don't know, I know I think weird. I know I think in a lot of different ways. I introspect a lot. And it's times like this where I don't feel like I'm an entertainer, but I feel like I'm a mix of a philosopher and an idealist, as much as I am being real with understanding the world in the way that it truly is. I accept that I don't have a solution. And that's really tricky to say. Being able to say that I don't have the solution can kind of hurt me sometimes. Because I feel like there's some things that should be unquestionable and undoubted, and like, there should never have been arguments about them in the first place, but people would say that's moral absolutism, and I'd say maybe. Maybe it is. You can't tell me that you disagree on certain things or not without making a very questionable statement about yourself, potentially. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. In the end, what I care about is I want the world to be a better place. I hope that I can inspire people to be kinder to others, maybe chase their dreams a little bit more, because I'm just a guy in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. I'm no one special. I have a lot of things that make it possible for me to try this. I admit that. I have circumstances that help me achieve this, but I don't want that to be the only reason why people see me trying to do this, because I truly want to do this to make other people feel like they can do something better. Achieve something that they wouldn't otherwise maybe have tried to reach for. And holy hell is that hard. I don't deny it's hard, and I'll never judge someone for not trying if they've put their best effort forward. I am my own brand of strange. I'm by no means a doctor. By no means a Doctor Strange, but I have to admit I'm scared. That's not something people want to be very open about when they are, most of the time. But I am very scared. Not only for myself, but for others. That's what I mean by that. It's tricky to say. I learned that fear is a part of who I am. That is really hard to say some days. It's like, what do you mean fear is part of who you are? Well, it is naturally who I am. I am naturally afraid. I am afraid for a lot of things. With an extremely good reason. More times than not. Hey, Papa, what do you got? What is this? aluminum sheets that I can't even make. That is impressive, boy. There is a lot that we can wish for. By all means, we should wish the best in every circumstance that we can. But it is tricky to always hope for that. It can be painful to try and hope for that, and that is something that I have come to accept about myself, is that I am fearful yet hopeful. Weird combination, openly to admit, but I would rather say that I fear with hope. I have hope with fear, than denying that I have no fear whatsoever. Because without fear, where would I be? I would be honestly no better than I am right now. As ridiculous as that sounds. For a moment, you off the power line. We don't need your max consumption on the thing for a moment. Well, this is working. Get everything else up and running. We are going to work on finding that water and assembling the whole factory overnight. The water doesn't need to go far, so you don't have to pump very far. And that should be right over here, actually. Remembering correctly, there's water right here. And I love it when I'm right. I'm loving it that I remember. Okay. So. Crazy as this is going to be, you're going to make a lot of these, probably. You know what? No, we're not. We're not making foundations just yet. We're going right here. But set up the water line first. That's what we need to focus on initially. Water extractor. More reinforced plates. Easily doable. Just need 3 more.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
Okay. 145. It's 140 for 2. For 3. I need one more. A little bit more. So, need some more iron plates. Easily doable. Got this. We shall acquire power. Ten of these. Yes, I have enough. But we got more of these. So we got 120. We can belt. Here, no. Without overclocking. That's the keyword. You can overclock it later and give it more, but I can only maximally gain 120 right now because of my belts, which is the main limiter on my power situation here. I need 2 splitters. I can fit the Mark 1 stuff on these for the splitters. That won't matter. Because I don't need extreme things. Just need... Okay. So ironically, I have the belt going through here, but I want it to wrap around because it's going to be cleaner if I wrap it around. Mark 1 belts will feed the thing. That should... 60 on 60. 230 on 30. Fingers crossed that they don't need more than 30 on 30, but... figure something out. We'll figure something out. Lastly, one more splitter here. Okay, so that's that. That's all sorted out. This is worked. This has done what it needs to. Now comes the next part. Pipeline junction. That's a problem. Nope, I'm trying to do pipeline. Go. Build mode.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
This is not gonna look good no matter what I do, huh? I cannot make this look good, huh? Hello? There we go. That should yeah, so I need to fix this one. This is gonna look so nasty, unfortunately. I wish this would look better. I really do, but I can't really help it. This is disgusting on so many levels, but I have to do it. Okay, so the water is now hooked up, figuratively speaking. I'm not getting any water in though, because we don't have any pump. We hook this up. We assume that this gets enough power. Together. Okay. There. These are all connected. Good golly damn. Dandy. Okay. Next, we're going to need a lot of reinforced plating. We are going to start taking things from massive distances, unfortunately. We're going to need a lot more reinforced plate than I got. So this might be a job for letting things rest for a little bit and coming back. I've got to wait for supplies to work up. Hey, Bubba. Got it. This is Bubba. How are we looking on how things are actually piled up here? Oh god, did this actually stop? Actually stopped. Huh. Well, I don't bug these machines, really. eat up more iron, and I don't think that we'd have enough to justify wood. I think this sounds good. Just make a bunch of screws and I got a ton of reinforced iron plates. I mean, I just gotta start making the Mark II belts at some point. Whether I like it or not, this is how we gotta do it for the moment. Oh, it's noted that I've been playing for 2 hours. Nice. Honestly, I think this might be a good time to call it for now. Just because of circumstances. I'd love to keep going because, God, I love this game. But I need to be brutally honest with myself. I am going to be having a very interesting time trying to get this all logistically solved out. And I love this game. Like I said, not that I don't want to play it. More, I think it's about time that I give myself a little bit more break. It is the holidays. I'm not going to be, unfortunately, spending it as much with my family as I'd like, because they're out and about doing stuff right now, unfortunately, but I should try and take a break myself. So, once I get a little bit of stuff laid out, call it. By a little bit of stuff, I mean, I'm going to get the column set up. It's not going to be fully plated out yet, because obviously, I need the plates. And because we're in a situation where I could justifiably do some stuff. I will start the coal farms manually. Once I can get more consistent power to them, things will be good. That's kind of the thing that's limiting me right now. I just need to start making the consistent power. So, I'll take the first step. I'll do some manual mining, get a bunch of coal ready. Upgrade my power system so that I don't have to worry about feeding the burners more, and then I'll worry about getting more stuff into the system. Perfectly reasonable. Can totally do that. I'm gonna let myself mine a little bit. And then the rest of it. Sorry about that. I had to answer a call, too. While I was out there. Okay. I have no idea if, for example... excuse me. Okay, got it. Got a max inventory of coal. What I can do is set up shop with a thing just to hold it for the moment, which is perfect, in my opinion. It'll be fine. Yeah, this will be a pretty decently sized belt. 10 feet across. Oh, hey, that's a good trick. I know there's power slugs over there. There's some in the caves as well, but things I really need are the summer sleeps and moisture spheres. So we got these all connected. That's the interesting part. 15 a minute! Okay, this will actually back up because even it is at a rate of 30 per minute. So I could actually double this up again, actually. If I have the resources eventually, so I could make heat of these. Okay. So now with a spark and a jade, a very little addition of biomass power, which I I'm going to need a lot more iron plates because I'm also going to need to make the storage container. Plug the coal in. So as long as... that's what I was afraid of. They dropped... Why is one of them red and everyone yellow? Did that one somehow run out of fuel when everything else was fine? What? How did... Actual confusion now. Huh. Okay. Up to it. I don't know how that happened, but sure, we fixed it. Apparently, I just did not fill it up enough. But that should be no issue very, very soon. That's fair. I didn't actually know that. That's kind of a neat detail. Those... Priority is this right now, though. There we go. We got more than enough now. I'll fix up the rotor at some point, too, but... Just need a spark. A minor bit of energy in this. And then we got power. And once we got that, we can hook it up to the lines. And it'll feed itself, basically. for the moment. So, in order to get this fed, so that this thing has material. Why am I doing all this? That's not 7. 6. Here's 7. Mark II belt and some scope. That and some Mark II storage. One little smidge of power. Barely see any water. Is any of this going through? This burned out already? I believe it ran out. Got the water. This is full. Hold up. Is it because this thing is on the backwards direction? Oh my god, it was going backwards. That's why. Haha, that explains. Now the infinite question of why the water wasn't working is gone. Okay, hi everyone. We solved the problem. It was just backwards. I was aware of that in the start. There we go. Our production rating at nice. Already back to full power. Now we can just run this all the way over here. Disconnect all these bioburners. There we go, baby. And we have officially fixed our power problem. now, we've got a capacity of 295. And the fuse blow. Because one of my is it because this generator over here turned off? And then everything turned off? Once this gets running on its own, it should just run on its own. Nope, thanks for the hydrate and stretch, Amadeus. In just a second. 180? Perfect with everything but what I was doing. There we go, now it kicks in. Thank you. Now I got the hydrate. Stretch. Okay. Everything going okay? Is everything kosher? Are we now building up water? We got a point that water is sustained. Good, we are sustaining water. We are sustaining power. We are... Okay. Connect. Got this. Come on. Yes, I can. That was so much easier. I wish I'd known that earlier. That. Here. We are getting more water over here. We are not dropping as much. Actually. are running fine. This is running fine. Is this one now going to start filling up with water? It isn't. Let me give it time to catch up. Well, it should theoretically be running at capacity. I'm doing good on today, thanks for asking. I'm trying to fix and troubleshoot this power problem. There we go. Now we've officially got it. Now we can a steady flow. Just need to fill up. Okay. Now with that all settled, let's have a list. Slowly starting to do this. Across the country we go. Across the frickin' globe. Boy, this is gonna take a while. Gotta get all the way back over there. But we have now automated power, which means everything is stable finally. Woohoo! Once we get the miners set up and everything. Now I can start diverting the power over this way. Dang, that had an explosion of Christmas. So once I get this all sorted out and confidently set up, or competently set up, I should say, whenever I've got a good setup that I can guarantee is working as intended, that's where I might call it for the day. Right around here. Here's our miner boy. Pull. So now I've got the power ready to pull. Get this all set up. So now I just need all the things. Relax, I got an idea, Shadow. It's not going to be too hard. All I was doing was making sure that I have the power line set up. I need now to make sure that I get the conveyor belt running over here. That was the main goal. To make sure, one, I knew where 100% I was going while I was laying down the conveyor belt, and two, making sure that I just have the infrastructure set up and ready. So now I can collect these. Now I just need to grab a bunch of reinforced plates. That's the tricky part. I could add some technical power strain and try and upgrade how many plates I'm making. If I'm willing to. I need to see how much I'm producing, how much strain that would add. I'm making like 300 something though, so I'm not super scared now that I have a consistent form of energy. And that's gonna last me a while because it takes 15 coal a minute and I have like 9 stacks for 4 things. This will last me a while even before before I get this all sorted out. So how many... We got 6 power shards. Can't do too much with that. I double the amount of ingots here, and this. Yeah, it was underpowering us technically. There we go. I didn't add too much power strain. And just to actually check the network strain. Still under 300. Yeah, that'll be fine. That honestly just doubled my production capacity. The hardest part of all of this. And with the iron plates that I'm making naturally and how many iron rods I've got here that I've been stacking up, these rotors have been eating up as much as I thought they would. That should be fine. Nice. Nicely. I'll make some more reinforced plates and I'll start making the things. I'm not confident how much longer I'd make this last, but I think it'll last a little bit longer than I expected. Turn all these rods into screws, even though that'll take a little bit. And then we will, probably make sure that we automate the coal setup. Once we've automated the coal setup, we are basically golden. Looks like my iron plates are going to be stainless steel, not the screws currently. It's fine. But with how many I have, I should be able to make most of the belts. Maybe not all of it, but I should be able to make most of it. Once I get that, plug in the miner, without even any overclocking. And then I can find sulfur in the future, which will be a little map looking. Then I can learn how to make better fuels, because that's the start of making better fuels. Once I get gunpowder and everything, technically. So if I don't stop by 3 hours, I'll probably stop at 3 hours today. Actually, probably think about it. I don't really care about any of these other things right now. Not really. Actually, Bubba, hi Bubba. You got me, Sam. You got me, Sam. Oh, you got me 1 Sam, and I need 10 for that research. Dang it! Okay, so what happened? What made the fuse blow? This is really weird. Because by my understanding of how the flow rates were working, this should not have died down. Hold it. Not gonna lie, I thought it would last a little longer. Okay. Let's get this sorted out. We need that coal now. We needed that coal yesterday, and now we've got no choice but to get it. I need more resources. And I need more coal. Damn. I guess that is right. 15 per minute is a lot faster than I was giving it credit for. Because I was working off the 4 for 25 minutes. Basically 100 was 25 minutes, but with coal it stacks to 100. And yeah, that's just what I'm thinking. I wasn't putting the full math of that in my head in terms of what that actually meant. Because the powers that I've used up to this point have been excuse me. Let's double the power. pick up the miners, I just meant to. Oh. Inventory. Oh, yeah, dude, what is this? Once I get this stable, gonna get this stable. That's gonna be where we probably want things. Okay, we are going to start actually. Reinforced plates right here for a little bit. Then we're going to disassemble what we got. Which, ironically, is going to give me more room for coal. Nice. But it's also going to allow me to build part of them. Got it. Player is in the way is not the problem. I can find a way to get out of the way in a moment. Okay. We're not plugging. Yeah, we don't need to plug it in just yet. Okay, we've got probably the span of another 90 or so plates, probably. So we need to get 90 so reinforced plates. That's easy to do. Just double check. We probably maybe need even 120, actually, since I now see where the end of that is. Believe me, that happens. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I made a buffer for a reason. This is silly. This is just goofy. Stockpiles everything. Excuse me. I love troubleshooting sometimes. Sometimes it's the stupidest thing imaginable. sometimes it isn't, and it's something that could have been easily avoided. Sometimes it's just like this, where it's like, whoops, my math was wrong. This is one of those moments where, whoops, my math was wrong, or I thought it would last longer because I was not actually counting this. Now we gotta hope that we can get our reinforcement plates. Honestly, we can keep just... Bubba! Hey, Bubba. Got it. The heck are high-speed connectors? First thing, I need to deposit all this junk that I'm not using in my inventory to clear up for more, necessary materials. Perfect, like 65 more. Pretty reasonable. 15 more. Grab some screws and then we should be good. Probably not enough. I'm getting drowned out by the machine. I personally don't really mind that because it's kind of fitting that I'm in a factory and I'm getting drowned out, but I can see where that can get annoying. I don't want to mess with the settings because I feel perfectly fine with where the settings are right now. Because they sound perfect in my ears. Again, it's the plates that are the main thing from making more. I think... Ooh, that's a problem. Taking 6 plates to make 1 reinforced is really painful. I can't do much until I get 1 more power slugs or 2 better machines to start giving out more resources. That's going to also require me to have more power, which is kind of the catch-22. You gotta build up and escalate. Hey, Bubba. Not that they have to use your dog nose. Okay. Or the Rudolph nose. Surprised. I just thought more hogs would have respawned here, because I think this is a normal spawning spot. Because the event hasn't been working for me, I have not... They only give gift boxes, which I can't research in the MAM for some reason. I've tried multiple times, so I figured there's no point to doing it now. Because for some reason it's just bugged for me. I am missing a basic iron plate. I need basic iron plates to make these as well. Dang it! And I just picked up wood. And I didn't want to pick up more biomaterial until I started making biofuel again. Or, liquid biofuel. Dang it. What the?
Obviously, these Fixmas decorations do not increase efficiency. In fact, they are a downgrade on every level. They can be found in the customizer.
That was random. That was completely random. I did not intend to do that. That was just a funny coincidence. a weird one, more or less. But c'est la vie. It happened. Strange as that was. Okay, so I'm gonna need to convert more of these iron plates to regular, to reinforce later if I need them. But just try and focus on getting this miner set up so that the coal can actually power the plants consistently. Because this is such a long transport belt, it's going to take a delay. Shadowy, I opened up a ton of these boxes and nothing has happened. They are in the MAM machine, specifically as a form of research to try and get these decorations. Let me show you. Fiscus Holiday Event. I have no access to it for some reason. Even though it is the Fiscus event, it's not working, so I'm not engaging with it. I was very excited to try and engage with it, and very sad that it did not work. But I have opened up a ton of these boxes because I have over 600 of the materials. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm missing something quite succinctly, so I've decided not to worry about it. Kind of my mentality. So sorry, I'm not doing it. It's just I can't. Getting there. Almost there. At least these belts can make a fast travel road. That is one of the best things about these belts, is that they give character speed too. So satisfying. So satisfying. Oh, I didn't want to delete the thing over here. I guess that makes sense, but it's over here now. 10 more of these. 62 more of these. More. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. Once I get this coal hooked up, we're probably going to cut it for today, though. Just to relax a bit more. It's been a good run, though. I have officially made automated power, and by this point, once I get this stable... Yeah, I kind of figured. I didn't think it was a single person thing. I was kind of afraid it was going to affect multiple people. It's c'est la vie. It happens. I wasn't too worried about it. And that should be good. I don't want to use any more plates. It should be fine. Gotta hurry, because I'm going to need that coal quickly. Check drills and everything, and obviously put things back, but there's only so much time I can get those, kind of sad though that since the conveyor also gives you speed, it also works against you at some points. But that actually makes sense, to be fair. Almost there. Oh, we're so close. You're so close. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably refuel it with coal to make sure that everything sustains. For a little bit longer. I'm trusting that it's probably been long enough that that coal supply that I gave it is probably gone. Trust that I won't need to look at this. This has been really good though. This has been a real test of kind of task management on such a larger scale, for instance, on me. Like, I'm not even gonna kid how much this is, I'm sad that that just goes through the ground. I kinda wish... I think I kinda get how the thing is clipping the way it is. Or why it's clipping the way it is. It's because of how they've modeled these things to go and do everything. And where their collision is supposed to be. It doesn't really affect anything else on the ground. Not plenty enough. Glad I was still technically right. We may have had enough for a little while, but I don't trust how long that was going to take. We also got to get up there and pet that boy at some point. Once we get more things unlocked, things are going to be so interesting to see how quickly this stuff can change too, because it's just like, damn. Like this entire thing right here can do my smart plating. It can take all the time it needs for my smart plating. That doesn't matter. Thank you, Bubba. Thank you, Bubba. Who's your good Bubba? But it's the rest of the parts that are going to be the concern. Because if I truly want to do the most with what's here, I'm going to need to get more power slugs. Which is perfectly reasonable. You're actually going to finish this around the 2-hour mark, the 3-hour mark. Which is actually perfect. Excuse me. There. Okay. I really wish... you know what? I can figure out what I need to do to optimize this. When I get more power slugs, when I've stabilized the factory, when I've done more work, optimization doesn't have to be the first step. Optimization is the final step. Optimizing what you have when you can be useful, but I'm looking at the bigger term goals of optimization, which doesn't in fact mean that I need to calm myself down, pull myself back, and relax a little bit, because if I get too hard on myself for not having it optimal yet, I will make it more difficult to future-proof in the future. So freaking close. Please tell me that this doesn't take, it takes too many. Man. I have to go back. Perfectly fine. We didn't technically beat it by the 3-hour mark in terms of just getting it all set up, but hey. That 3-hour mark, don't matter. We're gonna finish this. Like I said, this is the goal of today, is to get automated power at least somewhat conditionally made, so that we can run this factory and let it build up, because I might let it run in my free time. Because I need it to run in my free time, because this could take quite a while to do if I don't let it run. And I need to accept that there might be times where if I'm wanting this to do some stuff to really help, I might just need to let it run offline for a while if I'm not streaming. That's perfectly fine. That's what servers typically do, but I'm doing this from my home game, so if I were to run a dedicated server, I would first need to learn how to do it through Steam, because I've seen that Steam has it, I just never have done it. If I were to do it now, it's kind of too late, because I'm not redoing this entire process. I'm not redoing this entire process. This took 8 hours to get to here, and that was me trying to be as optimum as possible. Even if I were to skip parts of the tutorial, that will take me anywhere from 6 to 7 hours. That's a rough guess. That ain't even trying. That's being kind of literal with how much this would be. Got it. And piece de resistance. Got it powered. It's got a little bit of charge up. And we have now officially without now it is going through the landscape a little bit, which is the unfortunate part. It doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look like how it would actually run IRL. But we beat out the machines running out of power again. We had a few fuse crashes when it was still trying to fully get energy pumped into everything. Totally understandable. Didn't realize why it was doing it, though, to be fair, with two pumps that were really putting in the full effort. Or two extractors putting in the full effort. I thought it would have been enough. Yep. Everything just ran out. Just about to run out on the belts. Okay. When the coal gets here, we will save and we will exit for the day. Just to prove that everything is officially caught up to the system. Now, this is filling back up. I don't think I could see the coal rendered on the bridge. I can see the... That'd be interesting if I could, but I definitely don't think that I'd be able to, so I'll only be able to see it once it renders over the bridge here. Once this is set up, congratulations, we have infinite and automated power. Because coal nodes are infinite. I wish that was real life. If it weren't for the pollution, I would agree. Taking a little bit to get here. Got an autosave coming. talking about, Shadowy? What are you... I get where you're coming from with that. Come on, just pop up the ridge. Just come on, Cole. Still got plenty of this. Since I put the 300 in, but it doesn't like it to get here. It's taking 120 per minute, but it doesn't really give me a per second distance to kind of compare and think, oh, this would be how many, and so on and so forth. But once it clears that range, I think I'm going to feel satisfied. There it is. Once it starts filling in. Go, baby. Starting to fill up. Okay. That's where I'm going to end things here for tonight. We're going to save. And for now, thank you all for stopping by. You all have a great rest of your day. And happy holidays again for everyone. Until next time, stay dreaming, everyone. Bye.